Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan, aka Ryman, and if this is your first time here, this is Ryman's Bizarre Adventures through Katawa Shoujo. I don't know why this would be your first time here. Why are you starting this late in the series? Go back to number 1, you silly little goose! Anyways, the last time we left off, Hanako and I kind of made like a pact with each other about how I'm going to protect her, and she's going to protect me, and we're going to just protect each other, and it was great. I think it was a blood pact. I think that was involved. I would have to go back in my videos to double check, but I think we sacrificed something. I don't know. At least that's how I remember it. So, right then. Are you taking the bus, Lilly? Oh my god, I forgot to set up my fucking timer again. Professionalism! No, not messages, Ryan, sweetie, no. Oh my god. There, it's running. Moving on like nothing happened. Lilly motions to a large suitcase standing beside her. I'll have to take this, with me, so I've booked a taxi. It'll meet us at the school gates in about 5 minutes. What is your perception of time, by the way? Do you wear? Is she like a braille watch or something? Ah, I see. Lilly reaches down and feels out the handle of her suitcase. I instinctively, move the push the I instinctively push the suitcase further away with my foot. I can't believe I fucked that up. Its weight causes her some difficulty, so I quickly offer to take it myself. That is awfully kind of you, Hisao. She has no qualms about accepting, and I end up picking it up. It's not what I'd call light, but it's not exactly heavy either. What? I don't think I'll have too much trouble carrying it. Well, thank you then. We should hurry though. If the taxi leaves, then it'll take quite a while to book a new one. Are you ready, Hanako? Yeah. Let's go. We rush to the gates as fast as we can, only to find that the taxi has yet to arrive. Well, nothing like a bit of exercise in the morning. The nurse told me that I should be doing that. I think he probably had other things in mind, Hisao, and probably more regularly. I fucked up that word. Moving on! Do you intend to be helping people with their luggage every day? Maybe. I do enough heavy lifting with my own job. I guess not. Looks like we've got a bit to wait anyway. How long should we wait for the taxi before calling them again? I would say another 10 minutes, but they've never let me down before. There's probably just a little traffic. What traffic? In this town. We've taken trips down to the city, but what? Never mind. No, I'm not gonna think too hard into this. Okay then. So, how long is the flight to Scotland? About 16 hours, if I remember correctly. It's a bit hard to tell with the changing time zones. So long. Hanako, sweet, are you feeling alright? that seemed a little awkward to me. It's now that I realize Hanako's been unusually quiet, even for her. She doesn't handle stress well, so she's looking really uptight. Yeah, I can't imagine being on a plane for that long. I've only ever flown on a short family holiday up north, so it really is quite hard to fathom. If Hanako spent so much of her childhood at an orphanage, she's probably traveled very little, let alone flown. It's not too bad. I'll spend most of it either asleep or catching up on my English.
I hardly use that head here, so I need to refamiliarize myself with it a little.
With me going through this story, you would have completely forgot that we're in Japan.
Will your accent be a problem? I wouldn't worry about that too much. It may be an issue initially, but I should be fine once I get used to it.
We all moved to sit down on a small bench beside the school gate in silence. Strangely enough, even though I know that Lily is going away, I can't think of anything to say to her. Lily is a reliable person, so it might be because she isn't the one that I'm thinking of the most. Lily might not be able to see it, but Hanako's chewing her fingernails nervously. I move to talk to her, but can hear an engine starting up the hill before I get the chance. I think the taxi's on its way.
Well spotted, Hisao. I only just heard it as well.
A small whiff of pride washes over me. Why? Hisao, what else is going on in your life that hearing a car down the street makes you feel prideful? To notice something at the same time as Lily must mean that I've become more aware of my surroundings. Like, how bad is your tunnel vision then, dude? What? Anyway, we won't have to call a taxi company, nor worry about missing Lily's plane. I swear, I love this story, but sometimes I think the writing is there just for the sake of writing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to best explain it. I don't know. I'll fathom over those ideas later. We gotta get through this. Once the taxi stops where we're standing, the driver rolls down a window and leans over. After confirming that, yes, Lily is the same Lily Sato that booked the trip, we sort out her luggage. The driver opens up the trunk of the taxi and takes Lily's suitcase, with Lily climbing into the back seat as he loads into the trunk and slams it shut. After getting back into his seat and shutting the door, he waits for us to say our farewells.
Have a safe trip, Lily.
Take care of yourself. Okay, goodbye! Hanako looks understandably downcast, and that much is obvious even in her voice.
Of course I will. I'll be back before long. Don't worry. There will still be another person here for you too, won't there, Hisao?
Yeah, of course. Mr. Reliable, that's me, Hanako. Wasn't expecting the change in distance. I turn and smile at Hanako, putting my hand on her shoulder. Some of you are wondering right now, why am I laughing over that sentence? And that's because when I turn and smile to people, it doesn't usually comfort them. I have a very, very extreme case of what some people call resting bitch face. That means my default face, the one I just happen to have all the time, without putting any effort into anything, makes me look like I'm super angry at something. And so, like, for me to, like, turn my head towards someone and smile, it does not usually fill the person with comfort. She only manages to keep eye contact with me for a couple of seconds, her cheeks red all the while, before turning back to Lily. See you, Lily. We're in good hands.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Lily gives her farewells to both of us with a fair measure of reluctance. Without further ado, the driver starts the engine once more and they begin the journey down the hill and towards the airport. The two of us stand at the gates for a long time, even after they disappear from sight. not really knowing what to do. So, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Let's see, how about we call it a day? Or do you want to go into the city? What's my time at? I'm not even 10 minutes in. Bullshit, we're calling it a day. I literally just fucking started this. Hell no, we're going into the city and we're painting the town red with the blood of our enemies. We're going Norska on their asses. Let's fucking rock. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about with the Norska, go brush up on your Warhammer lore. The bus stop, standing by the school gates like a mute sentinel, puts a strange idea in my mind. Do you want to head into town and look for a bookshop or something? We have the rest of the day free. It's a long shot, as Hanako doesn't like going into the city. I count the fact that we managed to get her, managed to even get her there even when it was so dark as a small miracle. But I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Anyway, she's likely just to refuse and go back to, okay, well that was fucking easy. I was about to break out my wall and just say how much will it take? Really? Really? Let's go. I can't work out why Hanako's decided to agree with me, but I'm not about to ask her to change her mind. Stop, don't look the gift horse in the mouth. Just go to the land of the faceless gray ghost people. Stepping off the bus, I immediately notice that a lot of people are around us. It's almost like we're in a fucking city! In hindsight, it should have been obvious. Of course there's lots of people will be downtown on a Saturday afternoon. Hisao, my man, leaning close. Yeah, that's me slapping some kind of sense into you. Hanako retreats close to my side, and I can feel her hand clutching my arm tightly. Her body is held against mine, and her head is bowed so low that her hat hides most of her scarring. So, where shall we go? A bookshop? Hanako's present and my other general living expenses have been pretty much drained my budget. But I should be able to afford a few books. There's something I try to reserve a few funds for anyway. For a second I think Hanako didn't hear me, but then I looked to my side and noticed her nodding almost imperceptibly. Oh, okay. Do you know of one? Actually, I do. We passed a few when Lilly and I were looking for your presents. Hanako's expression clouds a fraction. I've got to remember to stop bringing up her fucking birthday. You both spent a lot of time? I guess. What? Or maybe I misjudged the situation. Now that makes two of us. What? We wanted to make sure we got the right present after all. Hanako smiles and blushes a bit. It's a small treasure when she does. Anyway, there should be a bookshop just up ahead. Do you want to check it out? Sure. The crowds start to build as we head towards the bookshop along the raised walkways. Hanako latches her other arm onto me as well, making our progress a little slower. As we walk, the sound of the traffic makes me think of possible distraction for her. I was wondering, Hanako, have you thought yet about when you're going to learn to drive?
Driving?
Driving? Yeah, you're kind of lucky, in a way. There aren't a whole lot of students in Yamako that are allowed to drive. It's not the best topic of conversation, you're telling me, but I want to try and distract Hanako from the situation. She's really high-strung right now. Then again, all I've really done is make her feel awkward, since she's probably never thought about it. I wish I hadn't said anything. Before long, we are before one of the bookshops Lilly and I passed during our search. What kind of self-respecting bookshop closes on Saturdays? I don't know. A bookshop where the owner and the workers don't want to work the fucking weekend.
Bookshops don't make much money anymore because of the internet. Maybe they just had to close over weekends?
She seems pretty knowledgeable about technology. I guess it's a pursuit that would lend itself well to someone who enjoys solitude. God, don't I know it. Oh. Huh. I guess that makes sense. It's easy to find books online. Anyway, it looks like this idea is shot. Anything else you'd like to do? I'm starting to notice that this guy says anyway all the fucking time like I do. I catch myself doing in a lot of videos of mine. It annoys me. So anyway.
If it's not a bother, could you show me where you bought my present?
I don't know. Am I able to remember the voice I did for the old man, or am I just gonna have to make it up and wing it again? Sure, not a problem. It's not far from here. In fact, if we just pan over to the right, it's there. I head off in the direction of the store, only half sure of its exact location. I don't want to repeat of the last time, spending half a day walking around aimlessly. Here we are, Othello's Antiques.
It's small.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a free scene that you can take and use anywhere you want on the interwebs. Completely out of context. Something tells me this line's gonna come up again in the future of this playthrough. Oh boy. Yeah, it took Lilly me some time to find it. The internet has ruined me. I'm so sorry.
Can we go in?
I don't see why not. It's open. Hanako pushes through the door and enters before me. Once again, the store is empty save for the store owner. This man who looks like he literally just walked out of a painting. What is with your face? His face drops a little when he sees me. Oh no, it's this fucking cut nugget again. Oh, you're not here for a return, are you? Wait, that's not the girl you had with her the last time. Was this the voice? I don't know. I don't care. We're rolling. No. We're not here to return anything. We were just in town and wanted to have another look in here. It was then he apparently passed away. He just closed his eyes and just... The store owner considers this for quite a long time. I guess he's not used to high school students coming to his shop on a regular basis. Might this be the friend you bought gifts for?
That's right. They were presents for her. The store owner returns to Hanako, who freezes on the spot like a deer caught in the headlights. He moves to address her, but stops before doing so, looking a little taken aback. He catches himself staring and looks his side, addressing us indirectly. His expression is awkward and tense, as his entire body. I want to be mad at him, but I know full well that I had the same instinctive reaction when I first saw her. First surprise, then curiosity, then an awkward look away as I dealt with what I'd seen, followed exactly by Hanako pulling a Hanako. Hanako looks less panicked than before, but I think the feeling she's giving off now is worse. It's not anger nor annoyance. If anything, it's one of apology.
You're lucky there, young lady, to have friends that care about you as much as they do.
Thank you.
If I hadn't spent so much time with Hanako, I wouldn't have realized that she said anything. Then again, the store owner's mumbled was hardly clear either, thanks in part to being directed away from us. Hanako strikes out into the store, gazing in wonder at the various items on display. She finds the dolls section and spends lingering minutes studying each and every one. What is this place full of so many wonders, casting its spell that I am now under? 5 points to your house if you guess what I just sang. Oh man, moving on. It's a side of Hanako I've only barely been introduced to. I was astonished when Lilly said she liked dolls, and even more so to find her collection sitting on her dresser. Probably nothing like the collection Rin has. She looks a little better now that she's distracted and out of the store's owner's sight, but I'm still quite put off by the whole experience. I might have my own problems, but I've never had strangers react to me like that, as if I was something completely alien to them. Sir, hang around me for a while.
This is a nice shop.
Yeah, it's not what I expected. Do you want to buy something? My budget is $2.
I didn't bring any money.
Well, we can always come again. Now that I know where to find it, that is.
We can?
Of course! We can come here as often as you'd like.
Thank you.
You don't need to thank me. I almost forgot where this place was. I don't really think either of us completely believe in what we're saying, but rather, we're just repeating what we think we should say.
Can we go back to school now?
Sure thing. Let's go. I'm doing motions in the air so people can see me again, forgetting once again that I don't have a camera. As we leave for the bus stop, I see the store owners peek through the curtain at the back of the shop. I'm not really sure what that glance he gives to her says. It feels a bit weird, and the fact that Hanako didn't see it is both a relief and a bit frustrating. What are you going to expect her to do? Do you want to just pull out the dagger she obviously is hiding on her person and run up the wall and stab the bitch in the face? Because I think I'd actually like to see that now that I mention it. Hanako and I stop walking once we reach the concrete area between the dormitory buildings. There was barely a word said between us on the way back from the city.
Well then, Goodbye.
Do you want to have tea or something? How about a game? Hanako shakes her head embarrassedly. Ah, so adorable.
I'm tired. Maybe later? I've got homework.
She sounds a little depressed. If only I could know what these lines were ahead of time, I could better prepare my lines. She sounds a little depressed. Hanako obviously does want to do more, but I suppose she would have a bit of schoolwork to catch up on. She's missed a few days of lessons. Ah, homework. Thanks for reminding me. I've got a stack to do as well. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Hisao.
Before I can say goodbye, Hanako has turned and begun walking towards the entrance to this female dormitory building. I look at the door she disappears through for a bit, before going off towards my own dorms. Today was a tiring day. Oh god, and I stroked out? I faded to white. Oh, it's just the end of an act. Oh. Act 4. Scars. Was that my chest? Oh dear. What's my time? Huh. It's about at least 25 minutes this video's been going on. And we did just end not just a chapter, but an act. Going into Act 4. Oh, fuck. I think I remember correctly, someone once told me there are 4 acts in every story. So we are literally in the final stretch. Ooh. Oh man, okay. It's like people need to prepare. We need to get like the fucking hype train going for the conclusion of the Hanako route. Oh, alright. Let's wrap this up. Anyways, if you guys had any enjoyment listening to me struggling to read through this story with my impressive English skills, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel to see not only more Katawa Shoujo, but more of a whole bunch of other games that I'm currently playthroughing, as well as some other shit you might enjoy. I don't know. Follow the Facebook page. Link for that is in the description below. On the Facebook page, I keep people posted on when videos come out, as well as post any other little shenanigans that go on in my gaming adventures to keep people entertained and whatnot. So, I hope you guys have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or whenever you're watching this. And remember, stay awesome. Where's the save? There's the save. Yes. Adios.